What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here for episode 19 of our Madden 24 Pink Slips franchise mode. A chance to win the Super League. The 16-1 Bisons take on the 10-7 Buccaneers in a battle of, it's an elite defense. We'd like to, and usually Pink Slips is built on the back of an elite cheesy offense, and while we have, an elite cheesy players, not really operating like an elite cheesy offense. It needs to be said that, George Pickens kind of been a passenger. Anthony Richardson not playing his best football of the series. Same can be said for Musgrave. Offensive line giving up sacks, even though this is an elite unit. The good is that Bijan Robinson and our 7-foot-tall wide receiver, Dion Clement, are pretty unstoppable. And even if we have a couple bad drives, even if there's a turnover, they are both players that have in their wheelhouse, in their toolbox, a chance to hit a game-breaking play. Defensively, though, this is one of the best defenses we have ever had. Secondary, Kyle Hamilton, Smoke Monday, Jalen Ramsey, the Horn Dog, and Darius Slay. The linebacking core, Pink Slip legend in Troy Anderson. John Davis has been solid, but none more dominant than Trenton Simpson. This is a man of the people. This is a player that you guys told me very early on in this franchise to go get him. He is a user god, and have we ever developed him into one? 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 99 hit power, 99 strength. 94 jumping, freak of nature. The defensive line, though, is the bread and butter of this squad. The fact that Jordan Davis and Vita Vea pretty much as CPU, I don't even need to touch them. They will get TFLs on their own right. Each one of them is good for maybe a combination of 4 to 5 TFLs automatically every single game. Thibodeau is a role player, and the best player maybe we've ever seen in Pink Slips, Nolan Smith Jr. 98 power move, 99 finesse, 93 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 tackle, 98 strength, 94 awareness, 91 pursuit, 99 hip. Freak of nature. And then you throw in the fact that, he just got 43 TFLs and shattered the sack record here in this season. He is looking to carry this team, put both straps on his back, and bring us to a Super League championship. Fallout from the Champions League semifinal. We got a very nice +9 victory, and it was on you guys to vote. And really, there was 2 big potential moves we made. One would be selling out on Anthony Richardson, who there's just no doubt in my mind he does not play anything like his stats, which is very, very frustrating. Because on paper, this is like the most dominant Pink Slip quarterback of all time. 99 throw. I mean, maybe not all time. Shout out, there'll never be another Tom Savage. But if for a guy with 99 throw power, almost all 90s in his accuracies, 86 break sack, 85 throw, 91 speed, 92 acceleration at 6'4", 244. He should be S tier. He feels all right. He does not feel absolute money. He does not feel like Dion Clement. Does not feel like Bijan Robinson. So we had an opportunity to bring in a guy that all he does is win in Jalen Hurts. Definitely not a Pink Slip quarterback. 88 throw power. There's a lot of areas that, they are similar, athletically speaking. Maybe we get a little more to Jalen. Because I do think the biggest takeaway with Anthony Richardson is just not that much of a dual threat. Doesn't feel special as a dual threat like he probably should. However, selling on our quarterback at this point, right before the biggest game, right before potentially the finale of this, at least, iteration of Madden 24 Pink Slips, I think it makes more sense to get more help for Anthony Richardson. So we are going to be spending 8 of our upgrade points. We have Jordan Addison, who was our wide receiver 3. Kind of brought him in to be something a little bit different, a little bit more of a route runner, if you will. Hasn't opened up the offense. So the fact that we have an opportunity to add Mike Williams, who is very much in the mold of what we have. George Pickens, 6'4", Dion Clement, 7 foot. Mike Williams, 6'4", one of the best jump ball wide receivers, I don't want to say of all time, because I think in real life, when you're talking about Mike Williams, I think before you even bring up his jump ball ability, you have to bring up the injuries. He's always freaking hurt. But when he's on the field, man, this guy is a mismatch nightmare. 95 catching, 99 catching traffic, 98 spec catch, 91 release, 92 jumping. I think that he could potentially be a game changer. He could be a guy that ends up winning Champions League MVP with a specific catch, because he's got to line up on the outside. We're going to go Williams and Clement on the outside. We're going to move George Pickens from the outside into the slot. Because I do remember last year in Madden 23 Pink Slips where George Pickens was dominant, we had him lining up in the slot. So maybe that's the missing piece to have our offense play their best football ahead of the biggest game of all time in this series. So the mini world has arrived in Brazil to talk about the Champions League final. Andy Reid done it at the NFL level, but can he do it at the Super League? So we're going to go with our legacy because there's a reason why. We started at a disadvantage. Everyone else had better rules when it came to this fantasy draft, but we decided if we're going with the underhanded squad, team that has great athletes but maybe not the best overall, you need a coach of Andy Reid to be able to maximize these guys' talent. So looking at how we want to take down Tampa Bay, pretty balanced offense. They want us to take away Kenneth Walker. I think for my money, I want to take with the deep ball to Tyreek Hill. That is the number one thing we cannot give up. Defensively, the Bucs, yep. I like to blitz it a lot, huh? We'll trust everyone, and Andy Reid is going to come up with an all-time type game plan to make sure that he can not only go down. You know, there's a chance Andy Reid might not ever be the greatest head coach of all time. I think he's arguably the greatest offensive head coach of all time, but there's a lot of other guys establish himself in the NFL that may prevent Andy Reid from becoming universally the GOAT. But here in the Champions League, we got an absolute opportunity. We got Dion Clement. We're going to pump in one more point to get him that much better. Now up to 893. What did we get here? Catching traffic, release short, running. Ugh. Easy. Absolute light work. And we are going into this matchup with the utmost confidence that we're going to win the Super Bowl, and then it gives us a gigantic question mark of the future of Pink Slips here in Madden 24. But there's also a chance that we underperform here. And, you know, we're going to go back to the drawing board with a juggernaut squad for another 17 games where we light up the scoreboard. Either way, I'm going to be happy with the decision, but we're not thinking about excuses already. We're going to go out there. We're going to absolutely dominate the Bucs, and we're going to bring home a Super League here for the Bisons because out of all the years I have done Pink Slips, I get that feeling in the plums. When a team is ready to win, when a team is at their ceiling, at their peak, there's not much more room to grow, and that is where this team is at. Let's put in the work. Let's get that dub. Let's go. They're going down, man. They're going down. I'm calling it right now. Super Bowl MVP. I know. Okay. All right, good start. Hey, they got the good. Ooh. They got the good running back there. They got Tyreek Hill. But that's it. It takes more than two guys to defeat us. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling my shot. Super League MVP today. It's going to be this man right here. Number 3 off the edge. Freak of nature. 1 of 1. Built in a lab. Nolan Smith Jr. They throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Thibodeau says, how you doing? 3rd and 4. They got Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Don't matter. There's 1. I'm saying we're going to get 4 sacks today with Nolan Smith. On his way to MVP of this game. Maybe MVP of the league. Is where we've had our concerns, because this should be an offense that is a big play offense. And it is in a ways, because when we need a play, we find a way to get one. But this should be a high explosive, high octane, unstoppable 400-500 yard offense. Not the case. We kind of play this offense the same way we play, you know, when we were bad. When we were like, oh, everyone was a 70, bunch of 60s, where you had to like kind of grind your way to victory, have your own set of money plays, if you will, that work. Very lucky that was caught. That is a pick 6. But we are operating in a like, look, you're just seeing it drop, just throwing out a pressure, almost an interception. This offense ain't money. But we got Mike Williams, a new X Factor wide receiver on the outside. Maybe that's the consistency we need. It's not all just about athletes. Great block. Great freaking block. You gotta remember, man, 1 point. Remember, we won a wheel spin on Musgrave. If you know Musgrave, rookie, athlete, pass catcher for the Green Bay Packers in real life. But we basically won a role where we gave him 5 offensive line attributes. We stole it from Turnstile Taylor Moton. So anytime we run towards 88 side, that's pretty much an extra offensive lineman that we can kind of count on out there. As, wow, untouched. Jalen Phillips, big-time athlete, finally gets a little bit of positivity there for the Bucs defense. Offense continues to struggle. We might be able to get a shot play here to Clement. Maybe a high throw. All right. Now this is the offense. This is where our offense just is like, okay, no one really plays up to the standard that these guys should be playing at. 3rd and 20. There we go. Clement, and he makes it, and he holds on to it. That has been a catch that, while we've been able to get our hands onto it, completing the catch, completing the process, has been few and far between these last couple weeks. That has been a very popular drop style catch right there. Luckily, in the biggest game of his career, Clement shows up. First and goal on the 1. Punch this one in, man. Cap this draw. Look at that. Look at the blocking. Outstanding. Who's that? Skaronski. Beautiful. Bijan in for the score. And with how our defense plays, it's going to get the Bucks in the right spot. Yes, they got Tyreek Hill. Yes, the shot play is going to be there. But once we score, we force these other teams to abandon their game plan, try to play catch up. That is when Nolan Smith absolutely feasts. Oh, what a hey, Tyreek is going to get his, even with our athletes. There's only one of one Tyreek Hill. Go, 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 go. Oh, he almost got that. Oh, my God. All right, 1-1. They should have had a pick. We should have had a pick. Break it even. 3rd and 7. Fringe field goal range. They may be down in 4-down territory here. Oh, that's a nice PBU there. I think that's Slay on the outside. Forces the incompletion. What are they going to do on 4th and 7? They're going to punt the ball. Pretty cowardly, if you ask me. That run. There we go. Get the dual threat. Get the legs going. 30 yards. Anthony Richardson on a play that was covered up pretty well by the back end of the Bucks. Pause. George Pickens, very quiet. From a player that was unstoppable last year. Look at this right there. On a linebacker. And he, last week, 2 weeks ago, last 3-4 games of playing, anything that's like that where it's contested at the catch point, we've been dropping it. They're saving their best. Deion Clement with a grab on the first touchdown drive. George Pickens right there. And the Bison are starting to run away with this. What a grab. Throwing it right between the two safeties. Holds on to it. By two safeties, I mean safety and Stephon Gilmore. Because I'm a coward and I don't have the patience to sit through the 99% automatic extra point, we shanked it, so it's karma. Maybe that's the beginning of some momentum here for the Bucks. Nope. Oh my God. Hell yeah. 3rd and 14. We said we worked on the catching. Hell yeah, we worked on the catching. Easy. GG's. Your opponent is disconnected. Give that. See? When you get these teams to try... Oh, man, there's Tyreek. Good catch. When we get these teams to play from behind, it plays right into our defense's hands. There's a reason why we're the #1 defense. And, you know, I am usually better on defense than I am on offense. For how average I am at this game. I always wish there's... I mean, there's a chance we fucking throw this in the second half. But right now, I'm very confident. Look at that. Just throwing a little... We've completed pink slips. That is where we're at. This is just confirmation of such. So we're on the suicide ball. Andy Reid says, yo, yeah, you always throw that. Wakes them up. Put some hair on their chest when you throw a pass like that. 1st and goal on the 1. Why didn't we just run that? Oh, it's because we... 3rd and goal. I'm on. Oh, yeah. He's 7 foot tall, baby. You can't teach that. Well, I mean, it's in his X Factor, but how are we catching this? Just run it in here with Bijan. Can we get 50-0? What's the all-time record for a Super Bowl? Like one-side score. I feel like that would have been like one of the Niners or wasn't it like a Cowboys Super Bowl? All right, according to Google, the Niners defeated the Broncos 55-10 in Super Bowl 24, 2 years before I was born. 55-10, huh? Okay. So 45-point victory margin is the biggest. Oh, here we go. Here they come with the audibles, huh? We're going to get into an audible off? No amount of all Madden nonsense is going to stop my team. Oh, that good throw. Way to gain 2 yards. Well, actually, that wasn't that bad. Nothing. Nothing there. You gotta go for it, right? Can't wave the white flag. Let's keep going. Oh, how they catch? They gave it to us. Give me that. Tariq Woolen. God, pick 6. You're not catching him. And right now, we hold the record. Most one-sided championship football game of all time. If we can find a punch this one in with Bijan, I'll give him 200 yards rushing. As maybe the most challenging thing about this Champions League final is who gets the MVP. Because pretty much everybody at all levels has come up and made a play here. We're going to give him a shot to get a stop. And then I'll let it end. Madden 24 pink slips, everybody. Thank you for watching. $55-0 Andy Reid from taking an athletic yet cupcake squad 2 seasons ago when the entirety of the NFL got purchased by Saudi Arabia. They moved the entirety of the NFL to Brazil to operate in and out of all those vacant World Cup stadiums. No one thought it would work. Streaming live on Twitch, bit record numbers. And it didn't look amazing year 1. We had some ups and downs. But year 2, once we started to stack some wins together, this team may very well, there's still obviously years to come, but so far, going back to Madden 17, which I think was our first year doing pink slips. So 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We are on 8 years of pink slips. 8 years and variations of pink slips. We've done legendary pink slips, retro pink slips, and everything in between. I think I could say without any bit of uncertainty that this is the best defense we've had in 8 years of pink slips. This is the most dominant finale we have had in 8 years of pink slips. Does this spell the end of pink slips here in Madden 24? I mean, that's up to you guys, honestly. If you guys want to see more pink slips, you vote with your clicks and your engagements and your YouTube stuff. I have other things I can plan. I think this seems like a series finale right here. This seems like the way that you cap it off. Look at the performance. Who do you give the MVP to? 279, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Anthony Richardson was honestly a question mark coming into this. How would he perform in this big-time game? 195 yards, 2 touchdowns for Bijan Robinson. 150 yards, 3 touchdowns for Dion Clement. Defensively, 2 TFLs, 2 sacks from the juggernaut, Nolan Smith. Tariq Woolen pick 6. Jalen Ramsey with an interception. That is perfection personified. That is a perfect way to end this. But what does that mean for the future? Well, I've been waiting a little bit to dabble my toes a little bit in Madden 24 PC, get some mods. Maybe there's some way, shape, or form that Pink Slips will make its return in that format. I've also, not to put too much spoilers because I still don't know how I want to do this, but I have a custom NCAA 14 team that I got made. One of one for me. And all along, I've thought of having some form of pink slip element attached to our NCAA 14 team builder. That's kind of been the plan all along. I've just never been able to properly map out how I want to get it done. So that is something that's also on the back burner because I really do want to try to establish some form of NCAA franchise ahead of obviously the next college football game coming out next summer, whenever it does drop. So there are lots of options. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below what you want to see. But right now, I will say for the time being, I'm going to shift my focus just a little bit. We got the Cardinals off season, which I need to go record. We have realistic rebuilds that are coming. I made a video yesterday, the 2024 draft class by Bengal and my 2025 draft class that work together have released on Xbox Next Gen. And hopefully, as Madden continues to expand cross-platform franchise mode, we'll be able to have those draft classes be cross-platform for everyone that's on PC, PlayStation, and currently on Xbox. But that'll do it for me today, guys. If this is the end, thank you very much for enjoying my little bizarre world that we call Pink Slips franchise here in Madden 24. Subscribe if your first time stopping by, or you've been kind of on the outside looking in on this wacky, one-of-a-kind type series, and you appreciate it. All I ask is subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love ya. Have a good one.